Hi, I'm Jason Pearl from the law offices of Thomas & Pearl, and today I'd like to spend a few minutes talking to you about uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage and why I think it's so important that if you don't know that you have it, you should call your insurance company right now to ask. So what is uninsured motorist, underinsured motorist, or coverage for short? Well, basically, it's the policy that will kick in to help compensate you if someone's at fault for smashing into your vehicle while you're driving, and they either have no bodily injury coverage or don't have enough given your injuries. A lot of people who we speak to rightfully wonder why that person who hits them isn't responsible for their injuries, even if he or she has a small policy or no policy at all. Well, technically they are. But if someone hits you, you're badly hurt, and they either have no bodily injury coverage or an insufficient amount, and you don't have uninsured motorists, you're essentially left taking them to court and getting a jury verdict that that person is unlikely to ever actually pay. And that's where coverage is so important. When you have your insurance carrier essentially steps into the shoes of the defendant if the real one didn't have insurance or his or her company already paid what coverage was out there. That could mean the difference between receiving what you deserve or essentially being left out in the cold to deal with injuries, lost wages, and other problems that weren't even your fault to begin with. Although statistics always change, I believe a recent one showed that over 25% of Florida drivers are uninsured. So if 1 out of only every 4 vehicles on the road here strike and injure you, having is likely to be one of your only avenues of recovery. Now, how do you know if you have coverage? Well, the best thing I can recommend is to contact your insurance company directly and ask them whether you have what those limits are if you have it, and whether your company offers it if you don't. If they don't offer it, you may want to explore other options by contacting other companies. And never assume that you've got it just because you were told that you have full coverage. That really doesn't mean anything. You need to verify flat out that you have it. That about wraps up this brief rundown on insurance and why it's so important, especially here in Florida. Now, nothing that I said should be taken as legal advice, but if anybody in Florida has questions or was injured in an accident and wants to speak with me, please give us a call at 1-855-JASON-WINS. And don't forget to leave a comment below with topics of the law you'd like to know more about.